it up now as well. Should be live on all things. Yeah, we're good on the Facebooks. Taking forever to load anything.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Little fuzzy, but it could just be a quality conversion thing. Nothing on your end.
Alright. Yeah, it's because I've got it at 1920 by 1080 window on a 3440 by 1440 monitor.
No, it looks good when I move it up there. I move it to a TV.
I'm
Like I
already
said, it's not it's probably nothing at all to do with you or your aspect ratio or anything else. It
I'm
literally
already getting the spinny wheel on the stream on Facebook. It's so dumb.
I'm good over there.
Yeah, it's fine now. I got it once, but what the hell is going on with YouTube? I'm not seeing it on the YouTubes, man.
I got us live on YouTube.
I'm hitting refresh and it's not showing up. Let me just hit the home button again here. There we go. Now it's motherfucking live on YouTube. It's just
I'm listening to us on YouTube also.
cool. All right, I'm live on both. Well, here's the real test. Let's go in game for a sec and see what it does to the streams. We got 67% GPU usage, 72% CPU usage. There was a little stutter. But that's probably the damn game on its own, but it's looking all right so far. Did you like what I did with the pillars?
Oh, running them all the way through.
Yeah, the update today allows elephants and rhinos to walk up those better. And I laughed when I saw that this morning because I put these in last night. I was like, it just kind of adds to the look, and maybe one day things will be able to walk over those easier than just a straight foundation. And then
You
it happened
you
today.
you cross posted the WBLZ media.
Not yet.
I was gonna say because I am not seeing it.
Edit video.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like is my fucking tames got moved.
Oh, I organized them all, man. I just
I
saw no
know.
point in elephants to be all over the damn place and stuff like that.
I didn't see a point in any of that either, but those are my going out the door tames. That's why they were all right there by the door to go out onto
Oh,
the
so
galleon.
you get your own private parking spot and everybody else gets fucked. I see how it is.
What? As soon as the angry dandelion's back up and running, it's got its own fucking parking spot too. It's got to move that dragon shitto out of the way, but
Well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about tames inside the pen.
no, if you want to, you can park fucking by the side if you want to. But my tames were getting ready to go out the fucking door, so yes. Yes, I'm going to be that. Also, I gathered like 90% of the metal for our fucking group, considering like our group, not everybody else that fucking put in because they way outnumbered
So
me.
I built it all, so I get shafted on a parking spot because you gathered the metal? I'm just fucking trolling your ass at this point, man.
I was like, did I ever say anything about you? I'm just saying everybody else can suck my fucking dick and I'm going to put my fucking tames back. Because I don't want other motherfuckers using them.
No, that's why all mine are set to 10.
Yeah, but I'm talking about all, including our 10s.
No,
I don't want to come home and
set-
my 10 be in the fucking yard.
it should be. I went to the wrong space. Hold on a second here. I thought I set the company to where you can set personal tames now. And also, you should disable group whistle.
I did. On all of the tames that were on the boat, I ran around and disabled group whistle on all of those. I did not go around the building and do that, though.
Governance. Tame settings. Oh no, they aren't set to individual. Creature ownership. You can have personally owned, company ridden, personally owned, personally ridden. We may get to that personally owned, personally ridden here real soon. We'll have to figure out how that goes. Or personally owned, company ridden. One or the other. Because Well, bottom line is, it doesn't really fucking matter. Yours are on your fucking boat. I'll have some on my boat.
Yeah, most of
The
the time
rest of the
that's
shit
where.
inside doesn't even matter, because that's what we'll use at home. Because you got to think, if we're going to be building up north, I'm going to have a set of teams up there too.
Yeah, considering the fact that I do more traveling than anything, that's why I have traveling teams on my mobile base.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I want to do. I should probably make some ceiling tiles and continue working on the fucking dock, but
You know, I'm up to like 41,000 carryable weight on my fucking galleon right now.
no, yeah. I'm fucking short on stone, motherfucker, already.
3 minutes. Boom. All right, I said hello. He still hasn't joined it over there yet. Am I supposed to? I'm just gonna add him and say fuck it.
Man.
Oh wow, that screwed up your camera,
Adding
and
Guru
it's
in.
back.
Yep.
Yeah, that was weird. Like it screwed it up and then it straightened shit right back out.
Alright. Oh, where did I put you? I don't even remember where I put you. There. What's going on, Guru? Yes, polish your glasses. Polish them real good.
I said, what's up?
Yeah, now you know why we didn't hear you. Gotta hit that button, man.
Alright.
You almost got the good talk conversation out of that one too. It was about to be like, nice talk to you.
Alright, I'm gonna kick this
All right, I got
transitions. All that transition beautifully.
2 minutes over on the radio side.
Ah, focus. Ah, focus. Ah, CPU usage detected. What? No way. Since when does that ever fucking happen? Wait, that's all the fucking time. Let me fix something here real motherfucking quick. Ah.
Boom, 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 boom,
First.
boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. 45 seconds.
How's Port Desert Online, man?
I haven't been able to play it today.
Right on. Alright, did we get cross-posted? Did I cross-post this yet?
I don't know whether you did or didn't.
I don't know whether I did or didn't either.
I haven't been able to verify. Yeah, I know you went to edit post, but I don't know if you completed that.
Yeah. Nor do I. Okay,
And getting ready to hit the button now. All right. And here we are on another wonderful Wednesday. This is the Angry Dandelion. I, as always, am thumping loud, joined as normally by Sewn Together Wrong and Super Comic Guru. What's up, fellas?
what's going on?
Not much.
Wow, these Facebook tabs is loading so slow.
Yeah, Facebook. The more Facebooks you add, the slower the next one gets.
we're live to WBLZ Media also.
All right, good deal. Guess I should probably add a tab for that.
Yeah, because I'm going to close that.
That's all right. I got YouTube Angry and now WBLZ up.
Cool. I'm going to just pull over one of them, and that'll be the angry Facebook.
I am waiting on it to let me turn the volume back down.
Or maybe
There.
maybe I'll just go to YouTube. I don't know what I'm going to do. There's so many options.
All of the options. I wonder if this does anything. That does nothing.
Alright, I'll stick with the Facebook, I fucking suppose.
All right, Discord people.
I'll leave it at 144 quality so it uses less. Alright. And then I'm going to have a sip of this delicious Pepsi. Not any kind of fucking sponsor. But you could be if you wanted to, Pepsi, for like $5.
Yep, we'll take it.
Send me a t-shirt. Shit, I don't care. I don't even want to wear it, but you can send it to me. I don't really like Pepsi all that much. Shit, there went that sponsorship. So close to inking out a fucking deal there, man. I had talked to no one besides the internet about it, so you know it was going to happen.
That sounds official to me.
Yeah. I mean, Facebook official anyways, I guess. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck
man.
happened. I don't know what the fuck I want to do. Kind of getting tired of building shit, man.
Yep, it's time to go on an adventure.
But it's not done.
Yeah, but the next part of it's like
You know what?
build a garden and
I'll wait for 2X. I can't build my galleon again right now because I'm not expecting to ship building that far because I wasn't planning on fucking having to rebuild a goddamn ship. Oh yeah, Guru, you're out of the fucking loop. We got trolled hardcore and our whole base got destroyed, so we had to rebuild and they sunk a bunch of our ships. And
Yeah,
a bunch
when
of
you
our
go
tanks
in-
the ocean.
when you go into the show sheet there and you look and it says Dauntless, and then for me it also says Atlas Faith Restored. We took a major hit, like he was just saying. They sunk every boat they could sink. They broke their way into the houses and destroyed every item that they could that would give them the loot from inside of it. And they were members of our company. And it was two of them, possibly three of them, that pretty much unloaded our base and tried to leave us left like for dead. We got on, we kind of saw it, we saw what had happened, we saw the company log stating who had done it. They left the company at the time of completion, and we started on our grab towards reestablishment. We didn't lose the island. They didn't get any real money, unless they got some off of some of the boats they sank that was worth anything. But for the most part, they tried to get rid of a bunch of tames. We managed to actually save quite a few of those too. And then 2 or 3 of the largest companies on the PvE server decided that they were not going to watch us go. And they rallied around and they sent fleets of people to help us rebuild. I mean, an outpouring of support that really made your like faith in humanity restored completely.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was like this weekend has been just unreal to the amount of support that we got as a company from these other groups.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, you guys, I saw that someone posted up on Facebook, remodeling or whatnot. Yeah, rebuilding. Yeah, I didn't know what that was about, but now that makes sense now. The reason why I've thought maybe you just was like, you know what? I'm gonna rebuild.
Nope.
I thought maybe you hit that moment.
And it got all rebuilt in stone. Got the dock to redo, but it's a massive, and it's twice the width, because they tore down our actual house. So instead of rebuilding our house, I just expanded on our tame space.
Yeah, and I mean, we're talking epic proportions. You can see in the stream when he's been running around that it's a lot. There's a lot there. A lot of stuff has been covered.
And these groups gave us tons of fucking tons of fucking tames.
Oh yeah, we're talking horses. We're talking complain with your mics. But we're horses, giraffes, elephants, giraffes, rhinos, fucking bears. Like literally, the outpouring of support come from every angle. Mats, fucking, you name it, it came and hit our island shores and was like, "Here you go, guys, get on it." They dropped crews of people off, and we're like, "Clear this space." And they did. Literally, all you saw was ground around our area for a whole day. Just ground. Because they had eliminated every piece of vegetation that existed within almost sight range of where we were on the island.
No, it's not any of the people that you guys.
None of our loyal founders. This was just a couple of guys that ended up in the group. They took 3 weeks to sit before they did this. They've been part of the company for 3 weeks. Kind of did some stuff. We helped build some stuff for them. You know, they built over here on this little backside of the little island and built a little dock out. And but yeah, then they decided that enough time had gone by and they were ready to enact their plan. And
man, it's crazy. It's crazy how some of the, because in ARC there was people like that as well that would sit around in people's groups and wait and wait and wait, and then next thing you know, you're getting robbed, and it's like, what the hell? Like, really? You put this much time and effort to do all of this?
Yeah, and they hit our Horde Discord, like, to see our reaction. They kind of came in and were like, let's see what they're doing.
And we didn't off my fucking bear, man.
We didn't even react. Basically, we were like, all right, so everything's been torn down. Let's just go ahead and fucking get started on rebuilding. And we just kind of went about our life from that point forward. We didn't stress the rest of it. We went over into another Discord and was like, just to let y'all know, like, these guys tore our base apart and are no longer part of our company. So just in case, keep an eye out for the trolls. And they're like, oh, well, you should have had your shit locked down better. It's your fault. And then where one of the guys had been pulled from was a Facebook group. And our guy, Zarkon, went over to the Facebook group and was like, hey, just want to let you know these two guys did this out of this group. And the group kind of goes, we should have had your fucking shit taken care of. You deserve what you got. And Zarkon's like, holy shit, are you serious? Well, let me reach out to the admin. Is this how your group fucking acts? You know, like, you had trolls in your group. Well, you should have had your fucking shit locked down. You learned your lesson, didn't you? And it's like, wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty F. Give me one moment. I have somebody at the door.
I'm a little disappointed, man, because my armor and my tools and everything were taken off of my bear.
Did you reset your inventory from 0 back up to 10? Because I know the inventory on both of my animals was set to 0.
My bear is set to 10.
Is he
set to 10 for a while?
Is he 10 10 10?
Yeah.
Because I thought my tames were 10 10 10, and I found out today that my tames were 10 10 0.
Yeah, Killian's loaded all the way down, and my armor, like the common stone pillars are still on him, but my armor and all of my tools are gone off of him. And they were painted. So, why?
Because at the time that they were discovered, they were needed.
Yeah, because the bear definitely wasn't where I parked it last night either.
Oh, I moved him.
Yeah, he had all of my tools on.
Oh, I have no idea about that. What? My body's in the corner upstairs, I think.
Yeah, then I logged off on my damn ship to top that off.
Yeah, I knew you set everything on your bear. I mean, I knew you would set your bear over there, but I moved him around.
Oh, you gonna get pissy about moving your tames around? You move mine around, it's no big deal. I see how it is, motherfucker. I'm gonna move your tames all around. You just wait. You just wait.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it. So moved. They're gonna be like 3 inches to the left, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?"
How the fuck did they get turning them around?
Yeah. I'll just put something in the middle, and they'll just be standing around staring at it. You'd be like, "What the hell's going on, man? I just logged in, and my tames are looking at me all funny." I don't get it though. How? That's fucking frustrating.
Well, there's, like I said, if your inventory wasn't set to
it is
10, that could be the only variant that somebody below. Not for nothing, Zarkon came in and snatched all your shit.
Maybe, I don't know. But,
well, it wasn't Skeeter.
Skeeter ain't been on.
Right.
It may just straight up fucking disappeared. It's just weird that the pillars are still on the bear. But the rest is gone.
I don't know, go looking around for bodies.
It's too late for that. It is what it is.
Sure you didn't put all the stuff on your boat?
I've checked every box on my boat, every box in the facility. I've checked
fucked up.
Yep.
Alright, now I'm back. Yeah, that's pretty effed. That some of those guys in some of those communities were like, "Oh, you should have taken better care of your stuff." It's like you guys took care of your stuff as much as you possibly could without being to the rest of your community.
No, because what happened was the permissions were originally set up backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's not our fault, us that are here, but our permissions were originally set up backwards. Then they were fixed and things weren't reset. Yeah. So they found zeros that were around and basically did everything they could to eliminate all the zeros. That's why my galleon survived. All my tames survived. Lance's galleon survived. A couple of the other... I think a lot of the stuff that survived that was set to zero was because Skeeter logged on and they freaked out and quit the game. I think they were still in the process of doing shit when he logged on, and that saved a couple of the zero items. But they
hurried up and bounced.
We're talking about they bounced from where our main base is in N8 and went and even destroyed shit down at his bear taming place in 12, over at like B5, up in N1. Like they went to all of the locations that we had beds down that they could get to, and we're like, destroy that bed and destroy anything around it.
Wow. I don't get how some people can be like that. I really don't.
It was crazy. We had a lot of questions, and they went and basically blabbed and told on themselves in multiple Discords. They've been removed from all of those groups except for the Facebook private group that they are obviously a league of trolls.
Why did they go tell on themselves? Did they think they were cool?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they did. They were like, haha, good luck farming to rebuild all your shit. And we're like, wait, so good luck continuing to play the game? Because all that, that's all we're going to do.
You guys were already doing some of that stuff anyways, not as much.
Everybody was farming already anyway, and we were going to be building more shit. We already had plans on getting another island. They didn't hurt us. They actually made Stone rebuild the shit that he's been putting off building for a while. Is what happened. Like he wanted to rebuild some shit in Stone and just hadn't got around to fucking doing it because he was doing other shit. So he sat down and fucking did this shit. And that was it. So when it comes down to it, they didn't really disrupt anything. All they did was kind of make us refocus back into doing the shit we were going to be doing. And continuing to play the game.
Crew laying on my ship, man. Just dead. Shit's fucking weird. What the hell?
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's just motherfucking dead, sitting there.
Is that Charlotte? Is that Charlotte Nine Toast?
That's weird.
That is
they're
definitely
starving.
weird.
They're starving to death, is what it is. Yeah. On that note,
give them some food.
But that's also nice to see that you guys have a community on that server that's willing to help out when some BS happens like that.
The player base is relatively small for the game, considering how big the game is. That these large companies, we're pretty sure that they saw a small company and they were like, we're not going to let this company leave. Because it very well, we could have all just been like, all right, fuck this game, and just went on to do something else. And they were like, nobody can say fuck this game. And they did. They came out in force, man. It was crazy to watch. Like I said, the amount of support that came out of it was just unreal. So much coming out of like these groups that it was really amazing to see. On the other hand, I've also been still playing the fuck out of some Dauntless. More and more playing the fuck out of some Dauntless. I've got several gear and weapon sets that all teeter right around that 400 range, which is getting ready to go into heroic shit. So that I'm having a blast with. And still piddling around with like Forza Street every now and again, but I didn't put it up here. It's one of those things where I've hit that pay to win plateau of the game, where you just got to keep grinding. Any free to play game hits a point where you just got to grind, and that's where I'm at with it. It's like, all right, I can just play whole IO, and if I feel like just doing something for no reason, but. But yeah, I've been beating the shit out of some behemoths over there in Dauntless and having an absolute blast with that. Have you and your girl started playing Harry Potter yet?
No, not yet. I don't even think she knows about it. I saw it way beforehand whenever they were talking about it coming out. I mean, here lately I've been seeing a lot more advertisement going on for it. But it seems pretty neat. I mean, I feel kind of like a lot of those types of games are making a little come around, because you had Jurassic World, Pokemon. Pokemon's the one that really started it. And then you had Walking Dead.
Yeah, we had our Walking Dead version of it. We had the Jurassic Park version of it. I think if we talk about like a game like, say, Fortnite, and say you can hold Fortnite and Pokemon Go on the same hand, and then right now you've got like Apex Legends that at least is giving kind of Fortnite a run. I think what you're going to see is Harry Potter's probably going to give Pokemon a little bit of run.
Mm-hmm. If they do it right, because I felt like that about the Walking Dead game, but it kind of hit a dead spot until they finally started opening it up a little bit more. But whenever it hit that dead spot,
it had lost a lot of its player. It had lost a lot of its player base by the time that they did that. Now this one right here, though, seems to have a lot of backing behind it. The devs seem to be really enthused about the game, and everything you're seeing around it right now seems to be that it's going to make a good run. They definitely put their stamp down there for day one, 300,000 day one.
Yeah, I was thinking about downloading it and giving it a shot and seeing how it works out. I mean, I tried all the other ones, and they're good little games to play while you're driving or like walking around or even at a store or mall or whatever else, you know.
Oh yeah, if you're just out and about, you can be like, "Ooh, let me check this out. See what else my game's got going on in it." And especially if you got like a really active group of players that you're with, that helps kind of get that going on a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you, Ugly John. Fuck you. There you go, buddy. Come on.
Does he not want to eat?
Oh, they're eating. I just wanted him on. I wanted to put him to work. Yeah, use that wood elevator crank. There you go.
Oh yeah, we did need a replacement elevator guy.
Hooray! Going up.
All right. What up, Mike? Appreciate that over there with the big share coming out of the WBLZ Media Group, ironicradio.com. Like the support over there, the guys over at New Media Comedy. Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I haven't gotten to fire up Black Desert at all. Well, it's fired up, but I'm just.
I was gonna say it's
really
been fired up
anything.
all day.
Yeah, well, not all day. Like I wound up firing it up at like maybe 1 or so, because usually on server maintenance, which is or maintenance in general, which is on Tuesdays, I'll let the console relax and chill out. Which
reset day, as it's commonly referred to.
Yeah, so I'll let it chillax, just breathe a little bit, and then I'll fire it back up and do whatever else I was freaking doing from before. But no, I haven't gotten to play around with any of the update that was added in, or even the new class.
Wait, hold on. You got a new class in a game, and you weren't part of a grind to be the first.
I'm not a support player. I'm not a support player. You know that. And it's support. It's hardcore support. I'm not about that life. I don't like having other people's lives in my hands. Like, it's supposed to be really, really great for healing and buffs and debuffs. And I'm just not about that.
And I really am starting to wonder if I'm going to fall out of this chair just at random one day.
I could see it.
There are screws that have appeared on the floor in my room, and I don't know where they're coming.
I got some kind of weird knob that I don't know where it came from. I took my headset off and it fell down. It's this, but that doesn't go to a headset. I don't know where the hell it came from, but
I know where that comes from.
Where?
It's on your right here.
No, it's not. I'm not missing any. I checked them.
No, it's the same knob. There's only one, and it's right in the middle. And it's just supposed to hang out there.
There it is.
I looked at it and was like, I know what that is.
Hey. All right. Well, solving problems today here on the Angry Dandelion. If you lost your knob, just screw it back on.
Yeah, take that completely out of context.
That is one of the rare moments on the Angry Dandelion where we solved a problem.
Yeah, but we haven't solved the problem of where all those screws on the floor are coming from on you.
They're not from the desk, and I'm assuming they're not from the chair either, because most of these are Allen head too, just like the ones from the desk. So I have no idea.
You might want to flip that chair upside down at the end of the show, just to make sure.
I definitely feel that way, but like
that way you don't run into the issue. I don't know. They could.
They could be like little, like hold the plate that holds the chair to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Like they look like they could be that type of screw, but I don't know, and I don't feel like I've got any extra wobble in my chair, so
Not yet.
not yet. That's why I was like, I think I'm gonna fall out of this one day, but I just don't know yet. Like, I just don't have a clue.
One day, this is
Like
going
I
to
said,
happen.
at the end of the show, I would flip that bitch upside down and
Yeah, definitely give it a once over. If I can figure it out, because
that's weird to just have screws like just laying around on the floor.
you know, why not, right?
Eh.
I shall replace my things.
Live chat, all messages.
All messages. So exciting. All the messages.
Sorry, so I'm actually kind of surprised. I figured if anybody was going to be into the Harry Potter stuff, I figured you and your girl were going to be able to hit us with like some information on it. It's
like,
kind of amazing, actually. I'm a little awestruck by the fact that like y'all haven't dove in there yet.
like I said, it's mainly because she doesn't probably know about it, to be honest with you. And then the other thing is I just haven't said anything to her about it, and I didn't know when it was coming out.
I'm just going to hit Megan up here in just a second
and be like, "Yo,
we're friends on Facebook." She
Guru's
calls
been
in.
hiding this from you.
She calls in sick to work on behalf of Guru on occasions, so I've got her on my friends list.
She's only done that once. The rest of them's been me."
What I hit her with one the other day. There was something that had happened, and I got you. I hit you. I hit her individually as well. Yeah, the cat.
The cat. She was like, did Thump send this to you too? I was like, yeah. She was like, what's that about? I was like, he knows we have a cat, and he's probably like, I wonder if these guys would fucking walk around wearing a fucking backpack with like a little dome.
I wanted to see what cat people's reactions to the fucking cat bubble was.
Me and Megan both were like, I ain't wearing that. I was like,
can we get PBR? Where's PBR? We need PBR's opinion on this. Did PBR get to see it?
Oh yeah. He just like glanced over it and went back over to his freaking end of the couch.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of I bet you tried put me in that motherfucker.
Yeah, he cutting somebody if you try to put him in that.
Yo, that cat didn't want to get out of it too. That poor little kitty. Like, he was sitting there inside of it, and I was like, man, that cat's probably freaking the fuck out. But they unzipped it and tried to let the cat out, and the cat was like, I don't want to get out of here. But he was like, safe place.
Yeah, I got comfortable now in this since you put me in it, because I guarantee you, he didn't go in that willingly.
They sat him out at a dog park and unzipped it, and he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Are you trying to get me killed? They want to eat me.
Get out the edge of the zipper, like, what? He's like, they bubble. I'm not going nowhere. I was like, man, that poor cat. I was like, because he's probably all kinds of confused. He was like, I didn't want to get in this bubble, but now I ain't getting out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me and Megan both thought that it was neat as hell, but we were both like, do you really think he would get in that? I was like, we getting cut if we try.
What you
but if we take him outside, he ain't getting out of it. Like, you seen the way that cat was with dogs. My cat's basically like that, just with anything he doesn't know, like people, cars. He's like,
put that backpack on Luna is what you do.
Oh God, he'd be terrified.
Oh, also, I wanted to let you know that you are no longer Fufu. You have been cut off. You are not allowed to be Fufu anymore.
Tell that to my lawn.
I'll tell you right now that we've got FFCP, and you are no longer Fufu because we have Fufu Cuddly Poop.
All right.
That's her name, man.
And she's a Beastmaster.
All right.
That's why I was like, I had to just inform Guru this week that he can no longer be Fufu.
I mean, my lawn's not changing its name. That costs too much money. Like, I ain't about that life.
Yeah,
I
well,
was actually surprised I
also,
was able to get that name on this game for that character. I was like, I'm really surprised that name wasn't taken already.
also not going to tell a 16-year-old little girl that she has to change her name either. So,
Nah, that's effed. Like, that's effed.
yeah. I thought it was really McKinney, and I like how you tried to give us stars. It's an anniversary.
It's a cake.
He's got an anniversary as our what was he, our first or third follower, something like that.
Something like that.
One of the yeah.
He got his anniversary bubble today, though, or I'm guessing, or he didn't tune in on the anniversary week 2 weeks ago.
There's the possibility of that as well.
Yeah.
Did he get moved back up to N1 yet?
Yeah, he's up there.
Okay. Did your boat survive the night this time? So far it was a boat went down. He took a boat up there. That boat went down.
Oh, I wound up getting a couple of the people that I play with on Black Desert to take the the sorting hat test. One of them wasn't very happy because he was hoping that he was going to get put in Ravenclaw, and next thing you know, he winds up being in Hufflepuff. He's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Then he was fine with it after he did a little bit of research. He was like, "Oh, it's a freaking badger or whatever. Oh yeah, those are vicious. Yeah, I'm down for that." I was like, "You watch the movies and everything else like that." He was like, "Yeah, but I never really paid attention to their fucking house because the whole damn movie was basically about Gryffindor and shit."
Yeah,
I was like, "Okay, touche."
Right. Hufflepuff was always assumed to be an insult. And the only thing that's an actual insult in that entire franchise is being a muggle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because they say that very derogatorily.
Yeah, they do.
Like, think of all the bad words in the world that you could possibly call, like, each individual type of person that you run into. Muggle is the magic equivalent.
It was like, "Would you call me?"
Yep. The messed up part though is that Muggles don't know that they're Muggles.
That is true.
Bastards. Hated for something they don't even know they are.
Yep. They can't find the half mark. That's why.
Slow walking
In the rain.
My blood.
I gotta see how much time I have left on this masterwork map. I'm gonna go run that. I was thinking about respecing and just building the galleon, but
Yeah, 2 days yesterday.
At first, I thought that person opened and closed the door and was just gonna leave it closed on some. It's like, man, you could have just left the door open for him.
well, it wouldn't have been the first time. I mean.
Who was it that got done that way? Was that Zarkon the other day? No, Skater while he was drinking. He went over to help Hunter. Yes, my blood is an insult in the Harry Potter world. But he went over to help and educate Hunter. But he had been drinking, and every time he'd do something, Hunter would shut a door on him as they'd move around places. On Hunter's boat, Hunter would just be like, "Uh-huh."
You got 1 day left. Got 24 hours. Got to run this tonight.
All right. Well, looks like I know what we're doing.
I'm going there right now.
You're gonna sail there, so by the time the show's over, I can log in and do it. How far away is it?
01.
Oh, well, that's not gonna take too long. What are you taking?
I got Guinness, I got my crab, and I got Killian.
Okay.
That's it.
Hey, Mer, good. We appreciate it, man. type in any of those chats. I don't know which one you're in, but Merlin hit us in the Discord. Say, I'm watching the show.
Go in. This is so weird. I can't see shite because of it's not my full monitor. It's a tiny little screen, man. How does anyone play on small monitors?
His visibility is cut to a quarter of what it normally would be. He's used to his FOV being like 180%.
Yeah, dude, that's why I got this monitor. But for streaming purposes, I dropped it down to 1080p.
To make life good for all of you folks out there watching.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's
what the fucking fuck? Really? Storm's gonna pop up right now? Whatever,
right.
Dude, I'm out. I don't even care.
Alright. Guru, did you happen to watch the 26 minutes that was released?
Mm-mm.
Star Wars Jedi.
Oh, yeah.
Fallen
Yeah, I
Order.
watched that.
Solid 26 minutes of gameplay was released. And that game looks magical.
I want it. I want it real bad. Like, it's going to be a whole lot of fun to play. Especially if you like Star Wars, love Star Wars, any of that. If you know the storyline. And plus, it's going to be really neat that it's it.
They hopped in and drove an AT-AT.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun.
He was like, we should steal this AT-AT. And he just hopped up in it, and this little robot dude was like, yeah, we should probably close the comms on this shit, too. And then they killed another AT-AT and kept on walking, and fucking, like, it was, like, it seems like anything you may want to do in the game, you're probably going to be able to do, is the way it looked. While in watching the content, it literally looked like you were going to be able to just do whatever you wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there are some guided points of it where you saw, a little cinematic of him talking to the dude, like, hey, we need to get into this base, and this is how, what the plan is, and they zipped off over to that side, and you got placed in another area, and then it was like, distraction for you. What do now you can go over here and fight all of these guys. I like the way lightsabers are seeming to work in the game. As far as a light source to light up an environment, as far as a defensive weapon, an offensive weapon.
Pick up. Oh. I can see so piss poor that I can't even see the island that's in front of me.
But yeah, it looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And plus, it being sort of tied in, being tied into the, like the actual story that we know, that we grew up knowing and everything else like that, that's going to be pretty neat too. That it's supposed to be based in this part of the storyline that we have all watched if you're going to go see Star Wars or any of them.
Yeah, this is pre-Rogue One.
Mm-hmm. And right after Episode 3.
To my understanding, it's also getting a prequel. The game's getting this little nudge of a prequel of information to kind of get you tied into it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's still the one game right now that's got me like, yeah, take my money.
Mm-hmm. Out of all the games so far I've seen that has been announced, besides that one, I'm still iffy on that one. I want to see a little bit more. I'm not getting my hopes up for another freaking game again. I'm not again, not like that. But the only one so far that I knew I was going to still play just because of the story, and plus I liked Force Unleashed. I had a really good time playing that game. Was going to be this one.
I like the homage to Knights of the Old Republic. I like where it seemingly is going to give you that light and dark side of and especially a Jedi in this position when this is, you're not the only one left, but you know that everybody has gone into hiding in the Jedi Order, like, and you're pretty much left to fend for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that the Jedi in a large group, the Jedi were very powerful and were able to maintain a positive order, but a lone Jedi left with that struggle of right and wrong. We know that that can go to either side. Where
How young he is too. That
yeah,
part of it, yeah.
so we without the guidance there, with still virtually being like a Padawan as far as
Padawan.
yeah,
Padawan.
as far as where he's at, in his whole fucking scheme of things, like he's not a fully emerged Jedi. He doesn't have mastery at any level. The whole game's going to be him learning, and it's all character based decision.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the variant in gameplay that's going to be possible with it. It is. It just that it gives you that whole like, all right, shut up, take my money.
Yeah.
I kind of now that they've done this, I don't want to see anything else about the game until release.
All since they released the 26 minutes of gameplay, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like now I don't want to see nothing else. I don't want to you like dive it. Don't give me no details about anything else. Don't start spoiling things. Don't let this be messed up before it gets released. And now I just want to see release.
Yeah, because we don't know how much story is going to be there or anything else like that. I'm okay with just so far what they've released, and then just release it. You know what I mean?
I like the fact that 26 minutes of gameplay, you didn't learn anything.
Mm-mm.
And that's exciting in itself. That you were able to play the game for 26 minutes, solid release of footage, and you're still sitting there going, well, how did we end up in this position? What are we actually trying to do? Like, even though he went through a mission, you're like, what are we really trying to do? Like, what is what objective do we seemingly have here? Like, there's still all the questions. Like, you
have no idea.
It was a mechanics feature is what they released, and you're like, ooh, I can force grab. Oh, I can throw this. I could do that. It was a mechanics tutorial basically going, hey, look, this is some of the stuff that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the articles around it say that this may still only be the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I feel like it is. I mean, I really do feel like it is.
Because it's supposed to be early on in like the story of what's going on. It's not at whose screen is showing. Are you talking about like gameplay wise? That would be Captain of the Angry Dandelion over there, Mr. Stone, together. The guy sitting next to the picture is the one playing the video game at the moment.
Yeah, this me.
Bamboo is looking at you.
Oh, okay.
Or Merlin, according to how you, or Pistol Pete, according to
him.
Which one you want to refer to as. That's why I wanted to know the other day. I was like, is Bamboo like, is that a persona or? I mean, is that your name? Because I mean, based on his Facebook profile, he could be a Bamboo. He could be. Hey, our man has been struggling, man. He survived bone cancer. He went in for surgery. That's today? Oh, so that's just all right. I got you. But yeah, our man Merlin is a survivor, man. He's going through the shit and he's just fucking kicking all of it in the fucking teeth.
Oh yeah.
Like beat bone cancer. He's still sitting on the remission part of that, so that's fucking awesome. But he had to go in for a little minor surgery, or is going in for a little minor surgery, and said he'll need like a day or so to recover from that. But at the end of it, he'll be able to breathe again.
That's
That part,
important.
yeah, that part's a big acceleration to the lifespan.
Yeah.
Or you could just continue to call him one of those damn mouth breathers, but he doesn't want to be one of those damn mouth breathers anymore. He'd like to reuse his nose.
Yeah, that'd probably be nice.
I was taught how to breathe appropriately for running
Nice.
and to do long distances. When I was growing up, I was a cross country track runner, and there's a technique that I can't do anymore. Like literally, it aggravates the crap out of me to try and breathe that way now. Surgery was a success. They told him to play the game to keep his mind off of the recovery part of it.
Oh, yeah. Doctor's orders, doctor's orders.
Fucking right. Get on it. All of the preserving bags, Merlin, they all got ice in them. If you want to go out and grab cocoa and grapes and stuff like that and fill the preserving bags up the rest of the way, they're probably ready to be turned into a stash of food. That way, if you're running low on your boat, you can just come in, grab a bag's worth of stuff, take it out to your boat, split stack that to the food larder into your trough on your boat, and call it a day. Cocoa, sea grapes tend to be house vegetables, like grown vegetables, seem to be the better lasting. But the food larder and the trough, neither of them can take ice. Like they can hold the ice, but they don't utilize it, where a preserving bag actually utilizes the ice. Before we were having to throw salt into a bag and it would make raw meat go to cured meat. And so we now have ice that we can put in these bags so that raw meat stays raw meat instead of turning into cured meat. What you doing over there, buddy?
Talking to Lance in the chat. In the game.
I was going to say, it looks like in-game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tricky situation when you're dealing with how like salt and ice, what they were brought into the games for their various reasons, and the fact that ice is still made in our region, even though our region's supposed to be too hot to produce ice.
Yeah.
But my 2 ice boxes produce the ever-loving snot out of ice. Every time I'm back home, like at the home base, I'm looking to see if anybody's got preserving bags sitting around.
Just
like
to
if
dump
it,
that shit, yeah.
yeah, it's that gotta have it. Because ice is heavy. Heavy. Even though my galleon is up to 41,000 pounds of carry weight. Oh, yes, we always are going to continue to need metal. It's the only resource that we still seemingly are running low on out of everything else.
Yeah, I got a ton more work to do yet still. A ton
Also,
more work to do. I just need a break.
Also, Hounds has posted in chat up there in our Discord that there's a place 05, I think is what he was talking about, that has gyms and crystal. Those are the other two things that we could probably start to utilize a little bit, because of the items that need to be crafted that use crystal and gems. Between sextants and grills and submarines for the guys who need their subs now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 015. I knew it was a derivative of 5 in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, good old open ocean there. You got a little bit of a lag spike right before the fog rolled in.
I just switch zones.
Oh, that was a zone swap that got into that. I was wondering how the boat got so janky there for a minute, but
yeah, man, that just zoned
it. Which boat is this? Is this Loose Lips?
Nah, this is Rising Sun.
Rising Sun. Oh, so this has got
both my subs.
Weapons are non-existent on this one.
Correct. I don't really care.
He is on his way to N1?
Yep. 01.
01, that's right. This is for a mythical map.
Yep.
So if you haven't got your mythical achievement, make sure and keep an eye on where he's going.
I want to be on my boat at some point.
Yeah, keep an eye on what he's got going on and where he's going. And once we get back into Discord, if he's not there already, you'll definitely want to go ahead and get that achievement. We have knocked down what is it, like a third of the achievements in game now?
Something like that.
We've got the Kraken, we've got our mythical, we've got a Hydra win, you got the giant squid. We've all rejuvenated twice now, which we're approaching again.
Yeah.
Like, how old are you right now?
It's so small, 54.
It's so small. That's what she said.
That's her problem, not mine. That's how I feel about that.
What's up there, Guru?
Not much.
Not much, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds like a little bit of how did you know? Yeah, see, he's 80 right now, so he's even going to be turning before... Like, he's Half-Life on us right now, right? Boom, Half-Life confirmed. You heard it here, Illuminati.
Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
Yes.
Me too, really. I mean, we got nothing better to do. Or play this damn game.
What the world? Oh shit, there's a skater in YouTube.
I don't have the YouTubes up.
There's a skater on my YouTube. Flick it off. The skater on my YouTube. Flick it off.
See what happens to the stream once I pull up the YouTubes as well.
Oh yeah, we are in grand experiment mode going on over here, Guru. Just in case you didn't know. What the world?
Oh, I've got I had to pull WBLZ up on the Edge browser again because 2 freaking Facebook videos out of 1 browser is just jank.
He said, "Wait, what did your brother do? Hold on, your brother just Discord something."
Oh, I don't have Discord up.
He's like, I found this on the bottom of the ocean in N1. What is this? Where did that go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Forever lost.
Which Discord is it in?
I don't know. It looked like it came through in Discord, but I
private board. Oh yeah, Brain Coral. Yeah, man, that's That's all over the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, he must be.
In the power stones.
Are you submarining? Did he build another submarine?
He's probably just diving for his damn ship, man. This wind is shite, but I'm just gonna ride it out because I don't care.
Well, what do we have? Brain coral. What was the other one? Fire coral or something like that? We had.
Check the admin resource box back at home, Knights, and you will see that I have plenty of it in there. You make the coral organic paste out of it.
Yeah.
When you use coral to make your organic paste, you get 2 organic pastes per coral, versus when you use saps, you get 1 per.
Right.
So you get a higher yield out of it, but it is rare to farm.
Yeah, you gotta sub chuck it in order to really start farming it up. Seaweed and coral. You definitely, if you want to accumulate any kind of like reasonable mass of it, you're gonna have to go down sub and start working on it.
I'm tempted to sail over and just go down in the damn sub. That's what I can do. He was upset I didn't take fiber with me for the northern base. I'll just get some off the bottom of the ocean with my submarine. And actually, in all reality, I think I have like 16k fucking fiber on this damn boat already.
Yeah, but
I wasn't going to load down a 100k load on this ship. It's not meant for that.
I was going to say, Guru, not for nothing. We actually have like back at the house, we've got like 600,000 fiber of just one type. Yeah, dude, that's what that group. That is what that group did, man. They came in and they wow, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. God damn. A lot of shit.
Like, we're still sitting at a couple 100k in wood. If you go to the various boxes that we have, like, he's got 16k there already. Oh well. That's a dandy Facebook. What up, Skeeter? You gonna grace us with your presence tonight in game?
He's in game.
I didn't.
I saw him in the region before I left. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't get to hang out with him yesterday because I ended up going and doing some 8-bit shit. Right. And not for nothing, another shout out to the guys over there at Retro Revolution, and a big shout out to the guys over there at 8-Bit Brothers last night for hitting 51,000 views in a single episode.
It's pretty epic.
Nice.
51,000, dude. I about really fell out of a chair today. And not the one that may be missing screws. Because, you know, it may be missing screws.
No,
it just may.
It's missing screws.
Well, they look like it could definitely be the style of screws that would be here, but I remember putting this chair together, and I'm still uncertain as to whether or not those are the right ones. They may have came from something else. I'm thinking they may have came from this table over here instead, and that's even more important than the chair because it's got my computer on it.
Yeah.
I will put my ass in the floor, but I will not have my computer get slammed in the floor.
Yeah, fuck that.
So,
yeah,
we got Noteworthy Nonsense, which is a lot of really funny shit. I found some pretty good shit. But then we've also got noteworthy games that are about to drop this summer. There are, I think this article puts us at 8 games that are coming.
I went to that link and it didn't actually bring up the games at all. It just brought me up a bunch of BS.
It's a video.
Oh, that's what. Okay, I thought it was just a giant advertisement, and I was like, F
Nope,
off.
nope. It is just the video for the games. You got Madden, of course, is going to be dropped over the summer, and this is one of their bigger releases because of a game mechanic that's being introduced this time. You got Mario Maker is going to be dropping in here over the summer. June 28th actually will be the official release date for Mario Maker 2. Anybody who played the first one is really hyped and really excited for Mario Maker 2. Apex Legends Season 2 is also going to be dropping soon. They're real hyped on that one. We played a little bit of it when it first came out, and like I said earlier in the show, we were talking about somebody giving Fortnite a run for their money. Apex Legends is the game, of course, that's doing that. And to get their Season 2, everybody's pretty excited for that. We know Stranger Things 3 is going to be dropping, and Stranger Things 3, the video game, is also coinciding with that release.
I can't wait until that.
July 4th.
Mm-hmm.
July 4th is a Thursday. Guru, you've been purchasing your fireworks for the fireworks extravaganza?
Yeah, do you got them? You got the snakes and sparklers? You also, well, you better have a sprinkler. You better have a sprinkler nearby for the fire, just in case it gets out of control.
I didn't know I was doing this again.
Your job?
God damn it.
Wolfenstein Youngblood hitting number 3 on that list over there is another Nintendo game that people are really, really hyped about. But Wolfenstein's got a lot of hype behind it as yet another explosion of how Wolfenstein has evolved. Madden 20 is their number 2 on the list. And let's get through this, and I'll tell you what our number 1's going to be. August 2nd is going to be that Madden release. And like I said, with player-specific celebrations and movements, it's got a lot going on. Oh, yeah. Number 1 on the list, the most hype is being rallied around Blair Witch, the video game.
What?
It's Blair Witch, the video game.
I didn't even think the movie was that good.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't either.
And there's quite a few people who felt that way. That maybe the first one was actually not too bad, and then the second one really made both of them look even worse and kind of drug the franchise down. Apparently, since then, they have been working on this video game. And it's going to give you that role-play feel as if you were one of the people doing the YouTube video of Blair Witch.
I can just take my phone outside and do that in real life. I mean, just wait till it's dark and walk over into the cemetery and I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so scared I'll make some snot roll down my nose. It'll be great.
Pee yourself for the extra effect.
Yeah. I mean,
right, you gotta make sure the snot drop.
Yeah, you gotta have the snot drop, you know.
You gotta have the phone super close to your face and kind of whispering while the snot's dropping and be like, I don't know where we went wrong.
Oh my god, I can't believe that we're out here in the middle of the woods doing this shit.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
I don't get paid at all for this shit.
I'm just walking around with a cell phone, whispering into it. You should just do that, period. You just go into a public place and walk around holding your cell phone, just whispering into it.
Like it's a scary fucking ordeal. Like the whole process.
Wait, I'm confused. Didn't he put black spots on his sidewalk last year? Oh, didn't you? You did put some marks on the sidewalk last year?
They pressure washed it, though. It's fine.
All right, this year to put down something to put the snakes on instead of doing them directly off the sidewalk this year, right?
We gotta talk you through setup on your fireworks display here. The logistics.
I was like, what is he talking about? And I'm like, oh yeah, the snake.
I was about to say too. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? No, this year it's gonna be in fucking grass. Fuck that shit.
All right,
Pizza
so
box,
we're gonna set on fire the grass in front of the complex today.
It will be an extravaganza, a sight to behold.
Yep, when the fire department is called.
Save your money, folks. Save your time. Tune in to the Angry Dandelion for our 4th of July fireworks extravaganza. It's a tradition now.
Yep.
Because we did it once.
This year is just going to be smoke bombs.
It's tradition because we did it
I'm
once.
just going to throw smoke bombs in a fucking cardboard box until it burns.
You should get like 6 of those tanks and line them up, and we'll have the parade. You know,
I don't
we'll have
know
our own
anybody.
little 4th of July parade with fireworks and.
Anybody who didn't get to see the pre-show last year was actually pretty entertaining as Luna and Guru competed all day long in who could scare who the worst with the bang snap.
Yeah.
Guru's like, God, these haunting memories.
I remember all of these things. I don't remember any of it. Ha ha!
I tried to black it out.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, success.
Oh, unfortunately, we have a guy named Thump that likes to bring up shit.
I tend to be an elephant. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I talk as the elephant in the room. But yeah. You also pre-ordered Mario Maker for your son today over there?
Did you?
Huh?
No, the other half of the McKinneys that are associated with at least this channel, because there are more McKinneys. It's just only 2 of them are associated to this channel.
Oh, there's a 3rd. He just plays on Xbox.
Wait, y'all didn't convert him?
That's where his friends are, on Xbox, man. He's got his PC, but his friends have Xboxes, not PCs. So
I would say things, but it would just be things like still. I mean, I got friends over on Xbox. I mean, shit. One of them's actually sitting right here.
Where? Where?
You were the Xbox guy who is on my friends list. You can't deny it.
Shit, I gotta take care of that.
Too late. It's already been screen capped. Check a screenshot real quick just to make sure.
You got proof.
Shit.
Yep, you're done for now, man.
Actually, Guru, if anybody's been paying attention to this, and that's not in any of the articles or anything I've even brought up as a talking point, but me and Son have been laughing about the fact that it's no longer an Xbox logo that sits on their system tray. It's a console, and even funnier is it looks like a Xbox 360 console.
Oh yeah.
And it sits on our system tray. It is the new Xbox console companion, no longer an Xbox app for Windows. They did the expansion of Game Pass to Game Pass Ultimate, which allows PC players to download Game Pass games that are on their end.
Right on.
100 right off the bat, just like console got. Not all the same games.
Quick question, Thump. When you moved the bear today, where was it initially?
He was on the very end.
Like in a corner?
And you know where that corner jets out in the middle of the building?
Yeah, okay. He was still in the same spot where I left him then. Okay. Just wondering.
Yeah, he was there. Still trying to figure out where that armor went, huh?
Mm-hmm. I imagine it may have gotten sunk with a ship today. Possibly one sloop O'Doom.
Sloop of Doom?
I'm pretty sure that got sunk today.
Yeah, it did. At least that was what Discord said.
Whatever.
Discord did say the Sloop of Doom went down.
There's $400 in the trash for a figurehead. Oh shit!
Yeah, it ended up in a heated battle.
With probably like a schooner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well.
That's all right. Eventually, all the sloops are going to be out of the company. We won't have to worry about a lot of sloops.
Yeah, we definitely don't need any. That's for damn sure.
Nope. Schooners, I guess, for those little adventurers that don't want to drive anything bigger than, much of anything. Schooners are good for just getting around and adventuring in, if that's what you're going to do. And then if you want to get hardcore, you can jump up to a brigantine. And if you just never want to come home again, you can get a galleon.
Or you can have one of each. Well, I used to, anyways.
Oh, see, I
Besides,
only went to brig and galleon. I wasn't even going to rebuild a schooner. I was just like, there's no point. It's like my brig is fast and gets around to do all my treasures when I want to go do treasure maps. And then when I'm out just like really doing shit, then I'm going to be galleoned up and being like, hey guys, got a journeyman map, anybody want to come do it? Hey guys, got a mythical map, anybody want to come join to do it? And I usually carry enough tames for our company to come and fuck shit up. Because even if I run out with the giraffe, I've got a giraffe that's bad enough to go do maps on.
The Whalen Jennings was my schooner, so it served its purpose.
Oh man. It did the two things it needed to do.
Yeah, it shouldn't have. It still wouldn't have been down or sunk if it wasn't for some douchebags, so.
Douchebaggery. But no, the Xbox app, formerly known as the Xbox Console Companion that it's known as now, and the adjustments that Windows is making to conform the two together and make your Xbox and PC kind of co-function, is doing pretty good. Also, later this week, you're going to see Destiny go down for, I think they said something like 12 hours. You're going to have a Destiny downtime, and it's them doing all of the infrastructure work for cross saves.
Nice.
So your character that was on console will now be able to be played on PC, that exact character, because it won't be cross-playable. You won't be able to still play with that group over there on the console, but you will be able to play that character and progress over on PC if you want to, and then turn around and sync that character again back to the console and play with your buddies over there on the console as well. So that's happening in the
Still have to buy the game twice, though, right?
Actually, the future forecast on that is going to be a no, but currently still yes. Future forecast being that you're going to be able to buy it and then play it on any of its available platforms.
Yeah, right.
Well, rip my ship at N7. Where did he... Hunter's lost a ship, so that's another day of time he's not going to be able to dedicate to helping the group.
Told his ass he was going to sink it. Told his ass. Skeeter did too. It's fine.
Yep. A drunk Skeeter told him.
Yep.
Well, it's all good. This is really bit for the people.
I ain't giving him another damn ship. If Merlin wants to help him build one, he's fucking more than welcome.
Merlin helped him build that one.
Yep, that's true. This is true.
The support system is going to be cut out, man. I'd like to be helpful, but I work too hard. To just keep watching all of my hard work get flipped over islands. And
is that what's happening now? Flipped over islands?
Wrecking into shallows.
Not using the sextant because you were told to use the sextant. You ain't moving to him. Who's somebody needs to fix him. Lance,
What's going on?
Lance, fix that. Fix that. Let him know he's not moving to M1.
Who's moving to M1? To N1?
Hunter.
Hunter thinks he's moving to N1 with us. That's funny.
So I was like, Lance, fix that.
Hey man, that ain't what that island's about. That's about our escape.
Making the grand escape, is that what I understand there?
Something like that.
He also felt the need to tell people that he's in main voice chat. Also, in good news, I did something for myself. We get that a lot in chat, both over voice communications and in physical chat. You know what? You know what else is good? Like, I don't have to worry about metal anymore because I only get it for myself.
He farmed up some that Merlin brought back. And then he had some farmed up for people to go get. But I wasn't going to get them.
You mean probably on this boat that just did the cartwheel?
Yeah, probably. But I was getting off the island for a minute. This is starting to fucking piss me off. So
He's trying to get back off the island, which is where he was before all of the shenanigans.
yeah, everything was fucking built. I had plans to build something else, and
They hit pause on that for a moment.
yep. Well, and it was there was some help from the company on getting things turned back around and farming and stuff. So I ain't going to dog no one there. All I've done since Sunday is build that base. I need a break.
It's true. That is literally what he's been doing.
I've probably put a good 24 hours in the last 3 days into just building that base.
I would almost guarantee that is how it's went down.
Yeah.
I, on the other hand, have not invested nearly that much time to it because he's House Gryffindor and I'm a motherfucking Hufflepuff.
Yep.
We can let this movie be about him. I'll just be in it.
Remember who wins? The hero.
That's all right.
But
That's
do you know if you have to deal with all that crap?
Nope. Look, all I'm gonna say is the whole time he's winning, there's a Hufflepuff sitting right by his side during 90% of the time that's going on. So,
Yep.
I don't know. We need to get the rest of the company so I can start calling out bitch houses. because we've got some people that probably need to be put on house arrest, and their only job is to farm tames. That's it.
I ain't worried
Really?
about it.
I'm sorry, your adventuring days are over, my friend.
Yeah, I don't really care, man. I'm just gonna do my thing. Everyone else can back right off.
Fack it. Did my NDI must have froze a long time ago.
Must have.
I looked over at the screen and was like, oh yeah, I have not moved in a while. Man, you know we ain't even talking about you, man. Shut the hell up, skater.
Yeah, you should apologize for your actions.
Yeah, you should. You should apologize for your actions and have a beer.
Yeah. I just need a break from building shit for for everyone else but me. And I think everyone else is probably due for a break from doing shit for everyone else but themselves.
Poor Sohn has literally... The people who have brought him materials have put it in a box. Everything from it coming out of that box to being turned into a piece to being put into the facility has been him. I might have taken like an hour where I made pieces for him while I was doing some other shit. It was like, all right, we'll do this. I'll go get metal and then I'll make more pieces, and then I'll go get more metal and I'll make more of the other pieces. And because that's at one point all I did was run and grab metal nodes and then come back and hit the smithy and make some more pieces. But I might have only spent an hour doing that. Then I went and fetched my galleon, got my galleon back to the base. And then I spent an evening in the morning.
One time I got to get a giraffe down to N12 or I'm going to lose all the bears down there.
I can handle that. I'll put G-Rat or whoever.
You should put the shittiest one we have down there. Because I know there's one that I'm taking and it's going on my fucking galleon. And it can be fucking Rita or whatever, one lame ass one at home or something. But I've lost my personal tames. So
yeah, and he had some really dope ass shit too.
yeah, they were all fucking high level tames.
Yeah, he did the thing that we were trying to tell the rest of the company to do, and low level tames stay in low level area, and high level tames are the ones that you need to be running. And he was running all high level tames, like we're talking.
And I tamed them all myself. There were 28s to 30s, all of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
And so they tamed out to between 42s and 44s and got them. Because I'm the one who does the damn taming. So I'm gonna take the good shit from me.
That's right.
Damn.
He said, "I'm sorry."
But such is life. I just need a break from building shit. That's all.
Go kill
Actually,
shit.
what's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna have to respec my damn character so I can rebuild my fucking galleon, which kind of pisses me off too.
Because he's not gonna take the handout.
I don't think the handout's gonna be given, and if it was, I have a feeling it got shut down by fearless leader.
Potentially. Potato and chili.
But I ain't worried about it. I'll build my own.
And it'll be better than the last one because it's going to be built on a mythical fucking shipyard.
Yeah. It'll be 159 quality, which means it'll get 5 extra levels.
I'm still thinking that you at least go with the materials. If you want to put all the materials on my galleon, we'll go visit Simon or Care and hit one of their docks to build it on.
I don't feel like sailing.
You don't have to, like I said,
just all the way to fucking D5.
Like I said, you just put the mats on my galleon. I'll sail over there, and you can build it.
Mats are already. I'm just gonna build it at home. Be done with it. It's all there. Besides the metal.
N7. The highest rate of return. That's our best farming location.
Yeah, it'll probably take like 6K metal to do it all.
Oh, that's nothing. That's one trip up to the N7 base.
I ain't putting any gun ports on it this time at all.
Wait, this isn't going to be the battle galleon?
I don't feel like digging with all that shit, man. I don't feel like farming up all the fucking crew to run it. I don't feel like trying to maintain the crew to run it.
Oh god, it is. It's a ridiculous.
to maintain the crew to run it, I would have to be out running it all the time. And I have too many other things that have to be done for me to be able to commit to something like that.
Lance, get out there on the battle galleon and start getting high quality ship blueprints. After you're done up there and in one with whatever the hell you're doing over there. So I'm not calling you away from that, but you do currently have the battle galleon, so you are going to be our high quality ship part guy. You may not be the builder of such, but you will be the retriever of such parts.
He can build galleons, so I can't.
Is he? Oh, yeah, he is still spec'd that way, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can always slap you one together and let you do all the customization.
Yeah.
The way you did mine. That's how I got my galleon. Son was still spec'd at that point. He built the frame and the body parts and put on the sails that we had talked about making.
And after that, you took over?
Ooh, this is going to be up on the spire.
I finished everything else.
Good thing I got the crab. This
It is a good
gonna
thing
be
you
up
got
on
the
the
crab.
spire, I have a feeling.
Is it an owned island?
It's motherfucker, man. It is too. It's gonna be up on a goddamn spire, motherfucker.
All right, pick something else up here in this list of things to talk about. Let me turn around and grab some beverages.
Yeah, it's gonna be the southwesternmost island, and that's what's going on there. What the fuck have you been playing, Guru?
Whenever I can, freaking Black Desert, but I haven't been able to play any of it, the new expansions today, which was introducing the new class. I didn't even collect the free freaking 100 mil that we all got for pre-making a class, or pre-making the class. I haven't had time, man. I've been freaking taking care of the little one whenever, basically every day now. Whenever Megan goes to work, I'm in charge, and then we've been having to clean up everything because we wound up getting an inspection for the apartment, and I guess it wasn't military cleaned like they want, and they were like, oh, this place is unsanitary. I was like, excuse me, what do you mean unsanitary? Did I take a shit on the floor and then I forgot to fucking clean it up? I apologize. I'll do better next time. Like, that shit pissed me off big time. Like, Megan turned around and fucking was like, started looking for new apartments. I was like, you do realize we're going to be on a waiting list and everything else for that shit. So I'm not saying don't do it, but we still got to get everything else, whatever, freaking clean. So essentially I'm going to make the place look like it hasn't even been fucking lived in, so they can't say a goddamn thing.
That's how that shit goes, man.
Well, there for a while we were doing all right. We haven't had anybody that's walked in here has been like, okay, cool. You walk around, maintenance is good, shit like that. And then they asked about the roof and the bathroom, and it's like, that shit's been like that for almost 2 years now, because you guys, every single time I ask about the spackling on the roof or the damage or anything else like that, because the water damage that got dealt whenever the neighbor upstairs water pipe for their water heater broke, came flooding down into our room. And then I was like, I've been complaining about this for a while, and it's every single time I put in a work order and shit, you guys go, oh yeah, we'll be doing it at this point or that point. And it's like, whenever they left, one of them was like, yeah, I'll put in a work order for that. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that already. the last 2 years.
Did I hear you shit in the floor and forgot to clean it up?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. Couldn't hear a whole lot, but I heard that.
The maintenance people, whenever they came, or the owners of the apartments came up and to do their normal fucking inspection, and whenever they came in, I don't live dirty. I can't. You know what I mean? So I that's just me. It looks like our apartment looks like it's lived in, yes, but doesn't look like there's a health issue or anything else like that, or it looks unsanitary. And one of the comments that the people made were, "Your apartment looks unsanitary," and I was like, "Huh? What do you mean?" That's where the whole me shitting on the floor came up.
So basically, because their repair work hasn't been done, they're saying that
it's unsanitary.
It's your fault. Isn't that nice of them? Gotta love it when a pile of poop just appears at your front door.
Yeah.
You should probably clean that up.
Me and the missus both were pretty hostile about that. She wasn't here, thank God, whenever they came to do the inspection. I was. I bit my tongue a lot better. She wouldn't have.
You know how that goes. That's why we let Zarkon talk to people, because me and Son occasionally don't always hold back on letting people know about themselves.
I do a pretty good job.
Even though I will say, when it came down to the trolls, Son was our front man, because Zarkon and Skeeter, to the guy's face, about lost their shit.
Fuck, man.
That's what I
said. In the past, getting pissed off about it ain't gonna solve it.
First thing I had to say was, don't give him what he's asking for, because
because what they're looking for, they were looking for you guys to get tagged.
Oh yeah, they want that rage. They don't know how to be happy unless they got anger all around them.
Like, they were unzipping their pants and everything, getting ready to just start fapping it while you start raging it out.
Yeah.
As soon as you didn't give it to them, they were like, "Oh."
Oh, dude, no, the one guy came into chat, like, right as he saw us all starting to gather up, and it was me and Skeeter, and he came in, and he was like, "Man, all that work. Yeah, and it's all gone in just a matter of an hour or so." It's like, yep, happens. And he didn't get what he wanted then, and it was just me and Skeeter, and we didn't know who he was at that point, because this was a new guy into the Discord, and we didn't know who he was, and I'm like, I bet that's one of those fuckers. But I'm not giving him what he wants. So he kind of like left the Discord. He was like, man, we're not getting no kind of reaction out of him. But then he saw his name, and he saw his partner's name pop up in another Discord. And they immediately siphoned themselves over there like, ooh, they're gonna talk about us. And it was basically, you know you didn't actually get nothing, right? Like, you put us back on materials a little bit, but we had just built a mythical dock, so what you really got was only the leftovers from building a mythical dock. So whatever you would have gotten would have primarily been out of our boxes, and there really wasn't a lot there that you're going to be able to do much with. So enjoy starting your, I will say, 83-man company that you got over there off of Facebook, unless that's also a list of fake accounts that you've created, because we already know several of them that are in that group are trolls. They weren't necessarily, as far as we know, dealt with, but the admins wouldn't tell us whether or not they were dealt with because of their player privacy, as far as their company's concerned. They wouldn't let us know what was going to go on with it. But
So did they go to another company after they
No,
hit you guys up?
what we see based on what we know about them is it may just be them, and they're not far away from us. They're not in our zone, but they're not far away from us. It's funny because they took down one of our other outposts and tried to kind of claim the area near it.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody knows who they are by their actual names through Facebook, their Steam names, and their Atlas names. And it's been shared with all of the groups that we've been involved with. And not for nothing, like we said, it was 3 to 4 of the largest companies in the PvE servers that came to help us out.
That's, like I said, that's pretty cool. That they,
Oh, yeah, man. Again, like I said, everything that they thought they could have done, like the karma for us came back in that same level where it was like as shitty of a situation as they had done, these other groups showed up with so much positivity that that shitty moment was nothing. It was just a moment in gameplay.
Yeah, which isn't.
Nope, someone's in trouble.
Uh-huh.
Ground.
Yeah. Get him.
How am I going to sit here and mouth the word no and still, I swear,
And still have to say no once you get off?
I literally had to mute myself. Like, she's just like, what? I'm gonna do.
I don't know. Will you say?
I feel like you're saying no.
But I don't know that you're saying no.
But you're not saying it. You're mouthing it.
Yeah, you're not actually telling me no. You're just kind of sign language no.
Oh man.
I don't understand sign language. Me no habla español. Lips.
Man, the only time I get the most trouble out of her is whenever I'm doing this. Because she's like, he ain't gonna get up. He's too busy doing this right now. I got you on Wednesdays.
I'm gonna beat Dad up for 2 hours.
But after he gets out of that show, I better hide.
That's right. She is the reverse Debo.
I'm so sorry. Daddy, you gonna make dinner? Yeah.
Yep. All right, so tech news. I didn't see anything added in here, so I don't know what you've been looking at, Stone. This is just me kind of looking at some shit, and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. I completely don't understand, but it looked like it might be really fucking cool and important. Which was that
SSD.
The 4.0 SSD.
Oh yeah, PCI Gen 4 SSD.
Yeah, it looks like it may be pretty significant compared to its previous gen.
Faster reads and writes means faster load times.
And it's coming out at a fairly good price point.
Yeah, $250 for a 1 terabyte. If it wasn't Corsair, I'd consider it. But I have nothing against Corsair. It's just I've never bought any of their products. So
I was going to say this point of product you never had a Corsair case even?
Nope. Looked at them, never bought one.
Oh wow. See, I got the R500 sitting right here. But...
yeah, a lot of times I just don't like the layout. But, pardon me. I mean, yeah, it'll be a fast SSD. I'll wait and see what Samsung puts out. In 4th Gen PCIe Gen 4 is super new. The only platform you'll be able to use it on is the Ryzen 3 or the X570 chipset, so the Ryzen 3000
Right.
series processors, and so it's going to be real limited. But that isn't a bad price point. But I couldn't buy that and get any benefit from it in my system. So
Right.
you're gonna have to.
No,
Build a
this
new
is a
computer.
whole new build for you to utilize. And that's
Yeah.
kind of what I was wondering when I was looking over it. I was like, man, this looks really cool. And the first one I put in is the 2 terabyte version. The second one is about the 1 terabyte version. And either or, I mean, they both look like they're going to be a major acceleration from like what they had previously. So
yeah, it'll be a bump, that's for sure. But you're gonna have to put some good bit of money out there to get it. You know.
yeah, whole new build. This may be
And
something 2 years from now we hear.
there's some
So
leaked benchmarks for the R7 3950X, which is a 16-core, 32-thread processor, coming out. Probably September, November, somewhere around in there. It won't come out with the first set of Ryzen 3000 series chips. But they're leaked today showing that it got to 5.2 gigahertz.
ooh.
And is rivaling a $1,000 Intel processor for $750.
Oh well, that'll ruffle some chip feathers.
Yep. Well, I mean, Intel still is only putting out their Sunny Cove architecture for mobile right now. I don't think they're too... Personally, I don't think it's that Intel can't put out their 10 nanometer chips. I think it's that they don't care because the money's in mobile and enterprise.
Well, that's what we had a little bit of a conversation about it. You and I had a little bit of a conversation about it, and then I dove in a little bit more with 8-Bit Rose last Thursday about that mobile market. You know, because Ren's a mobile gamer. He only plays shit like Clash Royale, but at the same time, that market is more and more and more evolving, demanding more out of the equipment that they're using. So this is your cell phone providers, your tablet providers, like that are needing a bigger, badder chipset that's going to take the game that they're playing at home with them when they go places. And so this is the guys that are going to conventions. This is the IRL streamers. This is part of a whole new emerging market of mobile everything, where that mobile computing power is going to be necessary moving forward.
Yep. But hey, we'll see what happens. I'll be interested to see anyways. Because I'm going to try and, I think, maybe squeeze another year out of this before I rebuild.
What the hell? Who hit the sleeping dust on your
I
ass?
don't know, man, but it's hitting me hard right now.
It
I'll tell you that
is,
much.
man. It's like back yawns, and then
And
just
then
got
you
that-
can see his eyes. You see his
he's got that
eyes?
look in his face that's just like, I'm gonna fall out.
Yep, fall asleep right the fuck now. Nothing you all can do about it. Hopefully I got some damn food down here. I need some foods.
If it's probably rotten and go into your crab.
It's all got ice on it, man. All got ice.
Remember to pull your rotten and give it to your crab. Because they have been going a little malnourished back at the house. Pull those onion seeds off of your bag.
Cactus seeds. They're alright. They're fine.
Yeah, but they're taking up a slot they don't need to.
Not using all the slots, so it don't even matter. I'm just sitting over here drinking milk. Don't you worry about my cactus seed. Oh, I drank too much. Too much milk. Does body good. Alright, there's that.
Too much milk actually doesn't do a body bad. That's the weird part. Like it goes, hey, you drank too much, and then it's like you just kind of sit there for a minute and just go.
Yep, it's over.
Oh hey, Guru. I know because you don't go into social media very often, but I turned 40 on Sunday.
I know. I wish you happy birthday.
I think I saw.
You even said. You even liked the post.
I thought I even saw it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
It alerted to it. Alerted me. And I was like, oh shit.
I'm so used to no response out of Guru on social media. My bad.
Like it notified me that it was your birthday, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta fucking wish this motherfucker happy birthday real quick. Like I wasn't at the house, so I wasn't able to like I think I was heading right out the door, or I would have hopped online and been like, yo. But I was walking right out the door.
Did you see Jar of Bacon? Oh, see. I actually, the whole time I was eating said jar of bacon, kept looking at my girl sitting across the table from me and was like, babe, it's a motherfucking jar of bacon.
Really?
Dude, it was a motherfucking jar of bacon. It was my appetizer. It was a mixing jar full of motherfucking bacon. I went somewhere to eat, and the waitress came out with a jar filled with bacon.
Jesus.
I was like, I don't know if I want to turn 41. I may eat this bacon and just call it a day.
And that's it.
That's it. Life is complete. I just was served a fucking jar of bacon. A lot of compliments go to the place though that we did that we got that from. Crafted, the art of the taco was the name of the restaurant, and they do a very hoity-toity taco selection. Like you ain't walking in there and getting just like a normal taco. But every bit of it is fully customizable, and they have an appetizer that is a jar of bacon.
It's just bacon.
But, the taco selection, you can get flour or corn tortillas, and then there are, 14 different types of fucking pre-made tacos that you can get, but not one of them is ground beef, lettuce, and cheese. Not one of them. So it crafted the art of the taco. If you're ever down in our area, I highly recommend getting you some of that. More importantly, get yourself a jar of bacon. Also, I would advise that you start recommending this to any of the local mom and pop little restaurants or any of the local little places that you got, that maybe they should come up with an all bacon fucking appetizer to go on their menu. Because this should be something that everybody gets to enjoy.
Just a jar of bacon.
Yeah. Because it was that. On their menu, it's called a mason of bacon. And I'm Southern, so I know what a mason jar is, but there are some areas of the country that may not. But life got no better. At that point, I was like, you're not doing anything better than this right now. It's a mason jar full of fucking bacon. It came with caramel and chocolate dipping sauce.
That sounds really, really good.
I'll sell you one for $60. We run down to the grocery store and get you half pound of bacon for $2, and I'll send you some Hershey syrup and some Hershey caramel sauce. You just give me $60.
No. Like, why am I gonna? Like, I'll just do it here.
So then, how am I gonna get $60?
Not for me.
You gotta take care of shipping costs.
What the fuck, man? Well, I'm out the bacon business, jar bacon business, because Drew's not gonna pay for it. So.
Hell no!
You're going to be my only customer. I was going to send you bacon in the mail, already cooked.
I can't cook my own goddamn bacon.
Unrefrigerated. Just cooked
that
bacon
would just taste
in the mail.
gross. Like, just send me bacon.
It just shows up and you just paid $60 for mold.
I was about to say, like...
I call mine penicillin bacon.
Oh, here you go. Got you one plus on this one. Copy this. Let's open a conversation over here with these guys, and bam, there you go.
Too slow.
I will give it to the guy who is a crafter of foods to
Oh, I'm sure it's good.
give that a once over. There you go. The Greensboro menu. The stuffed avocado. A grilled avocado half stuffed with chorizo, queso dip, pico de gallo, served with fried tortilla chips. Fucking amazing. Okay? You just got to remember when you first dive into it to take those really big, crunchy, hard chips and cut up that avocado so that you can get it good in there with all of the bites. But yeah, there it is, right there, $7.95, a mason of bacon. And look at that. See, wait. Thank you over there, Lance. Angry Dandelion 2.0 was started.
Cool. Gracie Ace and whatnot.
But yeah, that's their burgers and starters, and then you flip the menu over, and like I said, there's the big truck, the taco, the fedora, the fixie, the hoodie, the messenger, the po' boy, the Wayfarer, the Oxford, the Baja, and the Americanized. The Americanized is lettuce, tomato, sour cream, but it is also not.
I just want the Fuego burger.
Oh, the Fuego? Yeah.
Or take that back. I want the Fuego burger, but with the jalapeno bacon on it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because I like the grilled jalapeno. I like the guacamole. I like that there's the house-made hot sauce on it. And crumbled queso. Sure, why the fuck not? But put some goddamn jalapeno bacon on that shit.
I know, right? That's the only thing it's fucking missing out of that.
They serve no other hot sauce in this entire establishment other than their homemade sauce.
Good.
Really?
And it is fucking amazing.
Is it hot enough?
Oh, yes. Actually, you took that first bite of it and you were like, oh, they're serious about their sauce. Is kind of how we sat back with it. Because, it's good. It's good shit.
Yeah.
And like I said, with the caramel and the chocolate for the bacon, the chocolate you had to dip very lightly. The caramel you could slap a piece of bacon into and still taste bacon. If you did that, the slap of bacon into the chocolate sauce, though, all you tasted was chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
Like their chocolate was a little rich.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's some goddamn chocolate sauce. I understand,
I would
doing,
do
like
the caramel.
candied bacon with like chocolate sauce, like a chocolate coating, to where it's real thin. But by the time you dip bacon in chocolate sauce, it's gonna be fucking powerful.
Oh yeah.
Because most of the time those prefab chocolate sauces are, concentrated to make fucking chocolate milk. Hey, there's silver nodes on 04.
Their pimento mac and cheese was amazing. That is what I had as my side to go with my 2 tacos that I had. It was not pimento. It was just the creamiest, greatest flavor of mac and cheese. It was stringy. It was creamy. It was fucking. The noodles were good. Like done with a perfect amount of like chew to them. They weren't mushy.
Nice.
I got that. 04 has silver notes.
Yeah, I just got 500 out of frickin' one. Over 500 out of one of them. And it's not even 2 eggs.
Damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ended up going with a po' boy, which is a tempura fried shrimp, spicy jalapeno mayo, lettuce, pineapple relish, and a pickled red cabbage and scallions. That was one of the tacos I got, and it was really good. And then I think the other one that I went with was the Wayfarer.
Pulled pork, green red sausage, yeah, I would eat that.
Yeah,
I would honestly.
And I did flour for both of mine instead of corn tortilla, but
I want everything on the po' boy but the shrimp. I mean, I'm sure it's good that way, but I want everything with that, with like something else.
I mean, they've got a good list of things there. I mean, you see, they got the chorizo, really they got they got falafel, they got braised beef, they got blackened seared tuna.
I want to combine the Wayfarer with the po' boy.
That was kind of the reason why I got the two of them, is because I was like, I could do these two on a plate are going to be good together.
Ooh, the Oxford sounds pretty damn good too.
My girl got the Oxford. She thoroughly.
That looks like the shit right there.
Yeah, she nailed that one. That was the first one that she ate. We both left with taco and some stuff. I can't remember exactly what was left, but there was at least one taco each. She got the hoodie. She got the hoodie and the Oxford.
I'm about to find out what time the local Mexican restaurant freaking closes. You're making me hungry over here for some decent tacos. They won't be nothing like this, but they be decent.
Yeah, it tripped us out, man. This place was... I mean, just go down to your sides menu and you can tell the, like, duck fat braised collard greens. That's a yes, please, and thank you. I'll have 2 servings of that. Because rendered duck fat is and especially when you're like almost deep frying your collard greens in it. But it's definitely pay the extra for
Where'd you get that screwdriver from?
Oh shit. It's about to
you saw Papa Bear. Papa Bear, the ratchet screwdriver.
Yeah, where'd you get that screwdriver from, bro?
What are you trying to fix first?
It is.
Where'd you get the screwdriver from? What are you trying to fix? Because you ain't fixing nothing. Business. You're breaking it.
It is known as an Apollo crate. My girl gets them, and they've always got like this completely random menagerie of things in them. Last month or the month before, we got a butterfly on a stand that was probably, I don't know, about 6 inches tall, but the butterfly was made completely out of like circuit board.
That's pretty cool.
So it was like a little bit of her, a little bit of me. We both looked at it and we're like, oh, check that out. Like, because I looked at the circuit board shit and was like, wow, that's neat. She looked at it and goes, look, it's a butterfly. And so it was like that perfect combo gift. This time, with the bear, I get the ratchet screwdriver. She got Mama Bear Mama Bear is a Bluetooth speaker and alarm clock. He says 1 minute. Bye, Radio Land.
Bye, Radio Land. No, I went on our Discord because I know you, and I know that you would have posted up that bacon in the mason jar and shit on the Discord. So I went on there to see what that actually looked like because I started getting curious. Bye, y'all. It's already gone.
Yeah.
All right, and we are up there over there on radio.
Goodbye.
But yeah,
So I went on our Discord real quick, and I saw that, and I was like, that does look good. And then I saw the bear, and I was like, where'd you get that from?
it's called an Apollo box.
That's pretty neat.
So, and it's one of those, like, I definitely would call it maybe the more couples box because of what it has in it. A lot of the time there's always like something my girl's like, hey babe, here you go. And then there's like she's gotten little plants like a cactus or this or that. And
yeah, I'm looking into it right now because the missus is done with the Harry Potter boxes because we've gotten effed over by them so many times. For one, for another, they're supposed to send her every single box that she gets. It's supposed to be involving her house and stuff. Well, we canceled the order and everything, but we're still getting one more box. The box that we wound up getting is all Gryffindor stuff, and it's like, what the heck? She was supposed to get all this. What really? And then her nephew got a completely different house too. Unfortunately, it wasn't her house because she was like, "Oh, we will just trade then." But he wound up getting something else as well, and it was like, "Oh, well, that sucks." So I'm trying to see if she wants to get a different loot box, essentially, because she's been looking.
This would definitely be a good option for it. Hey, Son.
Yo.
Did any of the restaurants that you had ever worked in, did y'all have like an open kitchen?
No.
Crafted Art of the Taco is an open kitchen. And literally, while you're sitting there at your table, all you got to do is just like look over and be like, hi, guy making my food.
Yeah, the one that I worked at, we had a window. Oh. It was open, but there was that window right there, though.
Oh, no, this is...
Yeah, open kitchen's completely different.
A completely open establishment.
Okay.
Yeah, you're talking more of like a Hell's Kitchen type of layout, where the diners, it's wide open and the diners can see right into the kitchen and see everything you're doing.
Like, everything.
Yeah. It's an open kitchen.
Yeah, like truly in every essence of what the word could be, open kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, I worked at a diner that had like a big window next to the griddle and the grill and stuff, so the cook could actually turn around and see the guests sitting at the bar, and the guests at the bar could see back into the kitchen. But I wouldn't consider that an open kitchen.
Right.
No, what I was talking about was like from the line, there was like a giant window, like rectangular window spread out. That's what we had at the last one that I worked at.
It's fairly open.
But it was still a window. It wasn't completely open like you're talking about, like, there's no window, there's no whatever. Yeah. But it was open, but a window. No.
Expedited through it.
Yeah, that's just it. It was semi-open then.
Yeah, see, with the way this
you said it was, though, I'm surprised they had that window.
No, not that one. Oh. Not that one. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about the actual restaurant I last worked at. Okay. Like, that other one, I don't count that fucking place.
Okay.
That wasn't a fucking restaurant. That was fucking hell on earth. That was a fucking pit of fucking... You're gonna get sick. Which they have changed some shit around after an anonymous call.
I like it. Anonymous call.
Well, gents, I'm about to end this stream because I want to go get some food now because you made me fucking hungry, Thump, and it's your fault.
Yeah, and I'm about to call the missus and be like, yo, so what you feeling for dinner?
Yeah, it's funny. They're actually kind of got me wanting to fucking just go back up there, too, because if you go through their pictures that are listed here, down below... I don't
want to go through these anymore.
No, one of them is just a griddle full of bacon. And then the other one is a guy, spatula in hand, taking said bacon off the griddle, and it's like, yeah, I might need another jar. Because I was trying to see if I could find a good shot that would actually just like show how this kitchen is laid into the establishment.
Yeah, I was kind of scrolling through it too and didn't really see
But
anything.
there's not one. Like, because that's their Winston
You can
Salem
somewhat
location.
see it.
That what you're
when you're looking at the bar.
Yeah, if you look at that picture, that's their Winston Salem location. Their Greensboro location is
Even more open than that.
even more open than how that's done.
Yes. All right. Well.
Bye, Facebook.
Yep. Thanks for watching,
Bye,
everybody.
Facebook.
We'll see you next Wednesday, and I won't be tired because I'll be on fucking vacation. I will be.
You
drunk.
sure? Because you weren't really tired looking. You weren't really tired looking at the beginning of the show, but like at this point, you just look like.
Yeah. Well, I've been staying up until like 12 at night and getting up at like 5:30 in the damn morning because
he also had a
It's all catching
6 hour.
up.
He also had a 6 hour drive today that
No, that
didn't
was
even
yesterday.
have yesterday that didn't have nothing to do with work.
Yeah, it did.
Well, no, it was just getting to work and away from work.
Yeah, that took up the majority of my day. Was the drive, that's for sure. But all right, I'm in these fucking streams. Thanks for watching, yo. We'll catch you later.
Bye, YouTube.